A major announcement: new shirts on sale. SB 357. They come in black and white, and in different shapes and sizes. And we have the shirts with the logo up there, as you can see with the silhouette and the black shirt. And you can get them at the Instagram pages right here. Follow the Instagram page, and don't forget like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope y'all enjoy the video. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Kim inside doing that segment with My Money. Today's segment with My Money, what I just want to talk about is, y'all. So, as we all recently seen with the Dallas Cowboys, Marshawn Nealon situation, y'all, that situation that just transpired and just happened recently, y'all. I don't want to talk too much in the details about it, but I do want to talk about like just a lot of recently a lot of mental health events been going on with the sport of football, just period. Like recently, Doug Martin, the running back from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, also the Oakland Raiders, he passed away due to, I guess, like police violence or something like that. But it was all predicated on mental health. And we also, I also did a video on this one too, as well. The Casey Lacey video, who, similar situation to Marshawn Keelan, how they passed away. I'm not gonna go into details about it just because, like, for YouTube guidelines and stuff. But y'all can all pretty much look it up. But like I also said, out of respect, I do want to wait till the reports come out more. But we all know they had some type of mental health related situations, and that's what I just want to talk about in this segment. My Mondays is mental health in sports, y'all, because a lot of times, like, with sports, like, we just see like them just performing, or you just see us performing, and you don't necessarily see what we got going on for the rest of our lives. Like I always tell my football players, just give me your 2 best hours of your day and everything is all good. But sometimes what we fail to, even as coaches or even as human beings, what we fail to not understand is that, okay, if I give you my 2 best hours, what about my other 22? And in my case, like, just because we only practice for 2 hours and stuff like that. But what about my 22? Heck, even if I say something to you, if I say something to my players and that affect their other 22, how does that affect their mental? How does that affect the rest of their day? How does that bother them? Because, like, the thing that also told my players is, our goal is to chase perfection, even if it's unattainable. And if you feel like you fell short of your goals and it affects your mental, how does it affect the rest of your day? And that's the thing about it, y'all. Like, being a coach, being involved with sports, y'all. Like, we don't what people don't understand is, like, how can I say this, y'all, in the most understandable way? What people don't understand is that I feel like is that sometimes, like, we our goal is to chase our goals, but we also have other things going on with our lives. And how does that affect us? Because I seen 2 clips and I seen 2 things recently. One, that coach from Miami Heat, Eric Spoelstra, his house is recently burnt down, and he said in his press conference with his kids beside his side, like, how it affected his emotions, but he still got to go out there and perform. Then I also seen something with Eddie Curry on the Out the Mud podcast, where he was just pretty much saying, like, how he noticed how, like, his off the court life was affecting his on the court life and his stats. And just those things about, like, how your livelihood can affect your mental, can affect a lot of things. And just because you're an athlete or just because you're a coach doesn't mean that, like, you don't go through things. And in cases like the Casey Lacey, the Marshawn Keelan, we don't know what athletes are going on throughout their day. We don't know. Like, we just see that 2 hours. We don't see that 3 hours, and they could be at their highest of highs. Like, hey, like we just seen, like, Marshawn, he had scored a touchdown, and now he's, you know, just saying. And I can even relate to it. Like, it's been times, like, even as a coach, we win a big game, and then hour or two later, I'm getting a call, I'm going through something mentally and I'm just drained and I'm tired. And I'm just saying, y'all, like sports and mental health, it doesn't get it's getting talked about more, but it should be talked about more frequently, y'all. Just because, like I said, even though we performing, we still got to go through something. There's still something we got to deal with on once we get off that field, once we get off that court, y'all. And if y'all don't take anything out of this video, just understand, just because we performing at our highest level in that time frame which y'all see does not mean we don't go through anything outside of our profession or outside of what we're doing. So when you looking at us doing these things, just appreciate the fact that, like, yo, this person is doing this in spite of what he possibly could be going through on and off the field. And with all that just being said, y'all, RIP to those guys, man. Prayers to their families, man. This video is kind of touching, but I just wish the best for everyone, to all the athletes, and to even my athletes, man. I love y'all. I always try to send that text every Friday just because I hope their mental is right too. And so with all that is being said, y'all, this is Kim Insights doing another segment of My Mind Mondays.